Over 25 bloody effects plus a crate. You can't beat that. Today we're looking at a super action stuff thing. Wow. This crate, obviously, awesome right off the bat. This thing has all the weathering and details you want. It kind of falls in line with their cosmic convenience thing, if you haven't seen that. So if you're doing, honestly, cosmic legions from the Four Horsemen, this is going to be a really cool accessory to get a couple guys carrying. Oh, what do we got here? Well, looks like it's a bloody crate. What do you mean, a bloody crate of what? Well, of blood. This little bag of white shredded paper is purely for stuffing. Unless you want to do something else with it, I'm not your boss. Now, you may have seen some of these bloody effects or some of these punching gloves in the past in other sets. This is just another way to take advantage of some of the cool things offered by Super Action Stuff, who I want to thank for sending this thing over to me so that we can all look at it together and find out just how cool it is. Well, it's as cool as all the other ones except for bloody. It's bloody cool. No, I already kind of did that joke. Let's just move on. The crate itself is its own container, which I love. So if you open it up, you can put all your goodies in there or a body. Great design. I love that he is building these things in a way that it's like all self-contained. The container is its own prop, is what I mean. Again, some of these effects you may have seen if you have or watched a video of the Casket of Cruelty. A bunch of these things in there, like the brains and the blood, are in it, but this is different. So we get a variety of goodies. Let's start off with this. The huge chunk o' blood, which is going to be like full of actual chunks of things. So this is maybe one of the more gruesome types of sets. Well, not. This is definitely one of the most gruesome sets, obviously, but depending on the toy photography or displays that you want, these are definitely going to be great ways to go about it. Then you got this one, which is, well, somebody drank something they shouldn't have, and it's coming out of one of their ends. Gross. You get essentially a smaller version of that thing that we saw a second ago with all the chunky bits. As far as like the depths of these things, it's really just kind of a variety. So depending on a variety. A set like this really does come down to what you can set up. So if you can put somebody's little nub in there or their head or whatever, it's gonna be a gross one, folks. You get this, which we have seen before. This was actually even in the Cosmic Convenience one. You get a tiny, tiny little guy, which could be, I mean, a lot of these are really just whatever you can figure out. And some of it is gonna be me figuring out as we go. You get another one of these guys. This and this are meant to attach to some kind of weapon. So like a blade that maybe we have in the box or maybe we don't. If you have a sword from another character, you could stick it on through this slot here. And then the same thing for this little one, maybe a dagger or something. We have this effect, which I think we've seen in a cosmic thing, but as like a plasma type thing. So this, I said, how many times can I say thing? 2 minutes. Let's move on. You get this little chunker that has kind of a divot on the inside. So, you know, I'm sure when he's building these things, he's trying out all kinds of stuff. So maybe looking at Super Action's Instagram or something would be really helpful. And then you get this, which is flat bottomed. So it could be dripping from the ceiling. Ooh, why is there blood dripping from the ceiling? I don't know. It's your story. Then you got this one, which just kind of, I don't know. I have no idea how this one could, oh, here we go. There's a little notch right there that could probably stick onto something like this. No. What will it stick to? I don't know. Well, whatever it is, there is a notch. Take advantage of that. And this one, this is new to me. I've not seen this at all. This has got a lot of shape happening. Again, I don't know what we could use this for, but I know a lot of people. Oh, I think this just lays on the floor. Maybe, maybe not. Then you got this one. Whoops. No, you don't. Up next is this big chunk piece, which I don't see any divots or anything to put, so I'm not sure. This is another one that really is just going to depend on how you can stick it to things. It's cool. This one has a little divot in the tip of it, so another one that, yeah, I'm not really sure how we can utilize these pieces, but the options are certainly there. And then you got this, which is just kind of like a splatter effect. You could just stick to somebody or the floor or the wall. You got this one here, which again doesn't seem to have any kind of a direct attachment piece, but there's like a curved, smoothed out section right here, like it's supposed to maybe attach to that? Probably. Now with sets like this, you do need to have some kind of tacky stuff, like blue stuff, and then you would just put it here, and then stick the bat on there, and there you go. Now it's in action. Then we get this piece, which is pretty gross. Coming out of something from somewhere. We also have a little brain. This brain we have seen in the past in the Casket of Cruelty. It's got this like divot on the side, which I never figured out with the other one if it was supposed to be something specific or not, or just like a way to grip things. You get this little chunk that came in the same box, which has a bullet painted on the tip of it there. And you got this one, which is a huge piece with little chunkies in there. And this was in the bag together, so I'm guessing that it's kind of intended to be some kind of like, well, whatever. You could do whatever you want with these things. Literally endless possibilities. Literally? No. Then you get a axe, which has some nice weathered effect here. It does look like wood, so like the grain cut into the sculpt, but also with this like paint effect. Got a little bit of splatter on the blade part of the axe, which is obviously on theme. And then you get this in case you have to go hunting demigorgons. Maybe you're a babysitter and your town has gone to the upside down. Anyway, then you get this crowbar, which is pretty cool. It's got a little bit of blood splatter on it, just like the other parts do. And then this bat, which originally I was like, it's warped, but when I stuck that blood effect to it, I was like, oh, I don't know if it's supposed to be warped, but it definitely sells that it's in motion, which I do appreciate. I like when some brands consider like a motion version, but some people would be like, well, I want a straight version of it too. Well, I don't know. And then finally, you get a couple punching gloves. Now, we've seen these boxing gloves before with the other kits, but this is a white and black set. Again, it really just depends on the figure. You basically take their hand off and then shove it down their arm, and they hold on, honestly, for most figures really well. I do appreciate it because I've used these sets a lot in the past. Well, there you go, folks. If this is something you're interested in, obviously I will have links down in the description. I recommend buying directly from Super Action Stuff if possible, but if not, it's okay. He's still gonna be happy you got his stuff because that's the point of him making it. That's a stupid thing to say. If you enjoyed this and want to see some more Super Action Stuff get reviewed, then be sure to click that link right there. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.